Hello everyone and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicoleta and today I am back with a new message. A new dynamic? Maybe, maybe not. We will see. And when I'm saying a new dynamic, what I say is a situation between you or someone you know and another energy. For example, a part of yourself, another person, romantic interest, friend, co-worker, boss, parent, family member, God, a group of people, a soul purpose, a job offer, so on and so forth. Okay, now, it is genderless, it is timeless, unless I feel called or pulled to mention a specific date and time, or a specific place, or a specific gender. That being said, I'm going to use the Liminal Spirits Oracle deck. And if you are interested in any of my services, private healings or private healing sessions, upcoming purification journeys or masterclasses, send me an email. My email, it is posted in the description box below. Now, that being said, let's begin. Let's dive right into it. And as I am saying that, there is a situation here about diving into something. So you or someone you know is diving into an ocean of pleasure. Oh my God, here we go again. So you are diving into an ocean of pleasure, but it is not what you think, it is what you feel. It is not what you think, it is what you feel. And you are almost there. And also, so these are just bits of information I am receiving. And as we make progress into the message, into the reading, we are going to mesh everything together. If it makes sense, we are going to put the pieces of the puzzle all together. There is something about a metamorphosis, a transformation, actually, not a metamorphosis. When I talk about metamorphosis, I talk about something profound, deep, that might take up to 5 years or so. When I'm talking about a transformation, it can be something that a process that can end in months, days, or even 1 hour, even minutes, even in a split of a second. It really depends where you are in your journey as a light worker, is what is being said here. And what is a light worker? It is from the beginning of time someone that it is beyond the veil. Someone that's beyond the veil. But in these energies, nowadays, in these energies, it's not only beyond the veil, it's here incarnated also. Also, what I'm getting here is there is, in your process, in your progress, in a certain dynamic situation, there is, let's say out of 100%, you are at 80, 85. Actually, in this journey, that dynamic, whatever this is, you can be anywhere on this spectrum between 0 and 100%. Now, I'm getting here that you are waiting to receive. Okay, I see. If you are, let's say, for example, at 85%, God here, divine power, in one way or another, comes and gives you on a tray the other 15%, so you can complete a certain journey and you can move forward with your life. You can change a career here, maybe I heard change a boyfriend, so on and so forth. If you are at 0%, the divine here can come and give you 100% of your transformation. or whatever this journey is, this dynamic, there is the element of miracles happening. Miracles are in the works. Miracles are happening. Don't give up. Don't give up. But you know this already? Or someone watching, you know this already? Come close. Okay, what else? So we have snail in reverse. Mr. Snail is back. And honeybee. We have Mr. Snail and honeybee. And honeybee is our honeybee here. This can be you or this can be someone else, as I mentioned. Is at the moment or about to go through a metamorphosis. Here you go. Our honeybee is going through a metamorphosis of sorts. The honeybee is moving through golden light. At the moment, in the near future, the honeybee is collecting something, some information here. Yes, it is all this golden energy. It almost looks like fluid gold is really pouring from the heavens, from the divine, onto the honeybee's body. And so I'm seeing here someone actually enjoying it. It's like, And in the process of doing so, honeybee is embodying this knowledge, this energy. I really don't know what else can this be. Quality of life increasing here and is definitely enjoying. Not necessarily true. We will see. Let's move forward. Them having this opportunity to bask in this golden energy is a miracle in itself. The energy of the miracles, you see. It's a miracle in itself. What moved as a snail so far now really is catching speed, full speed ahead, pedal to the metal, towards something or someone, towards a dream, towards the dream life. So, let's recap a little bit. The energy of miracles is all over our message here. We have a honeybee type of energy, and then we have a snail, which can be anything, really. But the honeybee, to me, feels like someone is definitely going through a profound transformation that feels amazingly, at least at the moment, it feels amazing. And that in itself is a miracle. They probably didn't even think that this is possible for them to happen at their age. So our honeybee might be maybe older, but this is like a miracle. This is happening to. So this is the example that's coming through, you guys. Impossible is becoming possible in a situation. This again reminds me of a message that comes from another reader. The dead is living. Impossible becoming possible. The dead is not dead any longer. It is back alive. It's coming back to life. Or another example would be someone in their 60s, for example, gets pregnant. That type of 0.00001% chances of winning at something, at life. And so maybe this person tried their whole life to make a baby. And in their 60s, boom, it happens, and snail, it's not a snail any longer, it's a rocket. Obviously, apply this message to your situation, how it feels, right? Right? Okay, now let's pull another card, Desert in reverse. Why is this happening for our honeybee? Our honeybee is the main character, seems like, is how I feel. And these two are supporting energies, however they apply, other people, situations, God energies. Our honeybee, yes, ocean, bottom of the deck, gets to experience all this because they allow themselves to feel. They allow themselves to connect with someone, something, God. They allow themselves to dream. They allow themselves to believe. They allow themselves to set their sights higher. So the desert is not desert anymore. Now we have a whole ocean. And there is so much joy and so much pleasure if it applies, okay? So much joy for our honeybee. It's like I'm seeing the fish in the ocean and how it's just jumping out of the ocean. Yay, yay! Okay. And this is happening now or in the near future, right? What else? Let's pull one more card for the honeybee. Our honeybee here is, in my mind's eye, is moving one of her little wings. It's like something is bothering her though. Salamander in reverse. Salamander in reverse. Usually I read this card as being a low vibrational energy, as being something we are required to let go of. If you want to call it that way, it can be our south node, energies related to our south node. If you are new in spirituality, which I also called normal life, okay, the south node is a karmic point, if you will. It is, let me feel into it, because I just want to tell you how I feel about this south node in this message today, okay? Okay, our south node is related in particular to our ancestry, our lineages, our families, where we come from. You see the back, where we come from, especially so people that have super heavy energies in our lives, and they act or they block us in some way, shape or form. Salamander energy, very heavy, very low vibrational. Many times, 9 times out of 10, these people, we find them in our immediate family. It is very hard for us to recognize that in them. It is very hard to recognize the energies inside of ourselves as a result of us being linked to them, right? So there is a message here, finding the missing link in all this, looking deeper into a situation. And this is what the honeybee is doing here, is looking deeper into a situation to release, right? To release the dead from her right wing. It can be the left wing also. It doesn't really matter here. I wanted to bring more information, more in detail, but it doesn't really matter if it's this salamander belongs to the masculine energy, which is on the right side, or the feminine energy, which is on the left side. But if we turn around, it's the other way around. Interesting. But more than that, this south node, there is something more attached to it. If you are here, someone with a sole purpose of helping humanity, you might notice that your life might really move like a snail. You might call yourself a late bloomer. And you see, you are not a late bloomer. This is not necessarily a late bloomer as it is. You are not rushing into things like those before you did. That's how the planet arrived in this moment. Things are like they are because they are rushing. We are rushing as a species into doing things. Let's create this, let's do that, let's do this. It's like it's speed and movement, and this creates chaos. And so these light workers, if you will, we are here to take things slowly and to really observe and notice how things actually work. And what does that mean? Am I aligned mind, body, soul, heart towards a certain person, situation, job offer, whatever it is, to move fully into that direction? If I am not, big chance it pertains to the South Node. And I'm rushing into something before it's time. And our honeybee here, she or he, they understood that. They understood that there is no point in rushing. There is no point in... Where are you rushing? They thought they are out of time. Our honeybee thought, you think that you are out of time, or this is in the past. But as you rushed, or as you thought, you are doing what you are supposed to do based on the society norms, I believe, or however it applies. 9 times out of 10, that's the answer. Programs, right? Running. And actually, what you discovered is you are still in the desert. Man, I'm not fulfilled. I don't feel the joy. I don't feel the emotional fulfillment. Oh. Where did I put the ocean? Did I shuffle it again? Oh yeah, because I took the salamander. Ocean. Well, I cannot find it right now. It's okay. Maybe it's going to come out, maybe not. I really cannot find it. But I see the energy of the ocean here. And things might move slowly or slower as our honeybee is in her metamorphosis. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't feel that. I feel like it's in the past, but apply it as you feel like it resonates. It is a whole dynamic here with our honeybee. In this process, things moved very slow and then very fast, and then they had to go on a journey on a mountain, and then they had to slide down the mountain into a valley, and now they are just enjoying the peace, I hear, and the waters. There is emotional fulfillment, you see. Our honeybee arrived in a very joyful place. Even if they still have some salamander on their wing. Okay, an ocean of pleasure. What else? Let's pull some give me a second. And you know, as our honeybee lets go, she lets go. She's letting go. How do you, yeah, the energy is very confusing right now. This is the message. She's letting go of this salamander, low vibrational energy. Just a little bit there left. The energy might be very confusing, muddy, murky, but nothing crazy. Just a little bit of a desert feeling maybe here and there. And now we can put the snail and the desert back in the deck. And it's like it feels hard now to speak, maybe because of the energies that are being released. Oh, the salamander energies might very well be in someone or something that really held the expression back, the vocal, the throat chakra, blocked it for our honeybee. It's like it's not stutter. Is it stutter? It's a mix like of an anxiety. I'm anxious and stuttering. Okay, what else? But it's about to happen. It's about to happen. So our honeybee here is about to experience something. You see, our honeybee seems like now, she or he, they are very organized. I'm seeing all this is the comb, right? That's how you call it. And in every single little compartment here, there is honey. There is, in other words, our honeybee, what I feel is a very organized person, a very clean person, a very high standards, high hygiene. She's not lowering her frequency for anyone. You have to be a match to find me, otherwise I'd better be alone. Good job. But she's about to be met with something or someone on the other side of the rainbow. Our rainbow definitely can be here a serendipitous set of events, a serendipitous set of events. Yeah, I'm still, it's almost like I'm anxious, so there is something exciting or all-consuming about this set of events. Indeed, yeah. Phoenix, in reverse, and we're going to put it on top of the salamander. This is a whole and complete transformation. 10 out of 10 is what I heard. Miracles are happening. Our honeybee is free. And I can put this back in the deck. Okay, so we are done with the salamander energy. We are alchemizing as we go. Now, we can put our honeybee here on the left as a supporting energy for others, is what I hear. And let's pull a couple of these animal cards as we said at the beginning. We have the camel, upright and in reverse. Our camel here is watching the honeybee, and they are, it's really, their face is straight, their face is facing, is directed towards the honeybee. This feels like love to me, like romantic love. And this can be someone younger than you, if you are the honeybee. Younger than you. In age, yes. We have then a shark in reverse. So this energy is in reverse. Oh, I see. And the change in destiny is what I hear happened, or a change in destiny, or a change in energy. So something here happened in this dynamic for a reason or another, where our shark is now upright and in reverse, but this is golden, is what I hear. It's for the best of the reasons. Okay, let's leave it here for now. So we have you, honeybee, a camel, and a shark. And this camel and shark, they are back to back. The camel sees themselves, or at least that's how they thought about themselves so far, of you being a rare opportunity, or they being a rare opportunity, or vice versa. Maybe you thought, what I'm being told is that you know the camel, you know who camel is. Camel might or might not know you, and you both thought about each other as being rare opportunities. Now this makes me feel like they are a job offer or something. It felt like love at the beginning. Maybe it's everything, really. It really depends. Okay, and as the shark comes around you, honeybee, as the shark circles back somehow, so this can be someone from your past is returning to your life. And if it's not a person or an individual, it's really anything, job offer, again, a family member, sole purpose, I don't know, love interest. As they are circling back in your existence, in your life, our camel is like, they fail to see you as that rare opportunity any longer. They cannot see you as that. More than that, this might be even someone that puts mud on your name. It's like covering you now in mud. Remember, this can also be a part of you, first and foremost. Oh, if this is a part of you, if a camel is a part of you, honeybee, and it is related to that salamander energy which you are metamorphosizing at the moment, transforming, you are letting go of. Somehow you had this tendency to really dislike your past experiences or your past self, maybe a past version of yourself, dear honeybee, really thought about something or someone, man, that's the love of my life, or that's the path I should take towards whatever, and it turned out to have a dead end, but this is the mistake that many people do, or the light workers, everyone on the planet, indeed, they do, is if a situation if a situation ends, right, you were like full of hope at the beginning, if that situation ends, don't throw it away like trash, or don't consider yourself, don't throw trash towards yourself by doing so. Take the lesson, remember why you chose that in the first place, take accountability for what your mistakes. What I wanted to say is, the new version of yourselves now sees what happened, and so now you can take the lessons, you can take accountability, you can almost mother or father, that's it, okay, that's it, you can almost mother or father this old version of yourself. Okay, this old version of myself, it didn't know about this, about that, how to do this, how to do that, how to... But this new version of myself knows that. It does know that. So let me send forgiveness towards that old version, or compassion. Compassion here is what needs to be sent. They just didn't know. I just didn't know. This is a part of yourself, first and foremost, for many. And for some, it is indeed someone else that, as something else comes into your life, a new experience, they throw mud at your name, they throw mud at you. You know when the camel spits? Something like this. All that you can do is get very angry. If you get very angry, just get very angry. But what I feel is indeed send compassion and understanding towards the heart center of this individual, and allow the shark to show you the path ahead, however it lands. Allow the shark to show you the path ahead, and the path ahead is the turtle, upright and in reverse. Again, the element of being in the water, in an environment, is the thing here that brings you peace and joy. You are moving towards peace and joy. You are at the moment in peace and joy. And there is so much about you that this camel individual, if there is someone that's not part of you, they don't recognize in yourself because they don't see it in themselves. You see, the shadow side of our camel is the shark. The shark is a predator. Right? This person has no compassion. I also hear in some situations is heartless. Heartless. They act like a vacuum cleaner. When they go in this negative mode, there is a negative mode to them, right? They act like a vacuum cleaner and almost like want to, siphoner in a sense here, huh? It is more than a siphoner. This can even be a group of people, you guys, because I don't know if one single person can do that to someone, but you do you. Maybe this is a whole cycle of people that you're leaving behind, a whole community, a whole group. But really, they want to, if this is you, they want all of you. They want you to be captive. They want, if you have been watching my readings for a while, you already know probably that card that's it's called Corvid. I also called it COVID-19. It's like that on steroids here, and that is, it is almost like the dark triad personality disorder here. Heartless, no compassion for human emotion, for human life. You are escaping that. Yeah, and I have heart palpitations here. It is almost like your field now needs to adapt to a new, it's peace, it's joy, it's silence. There is no fear here. I shouldn't be afraid now. in these new circumstances in your ocean. Yeah, in the new ocean you find yourself in, there is no point for you to feel fear. But indeed there is a period where your body, there is something here about somatic experiences, is adapting. And I definitely, okay, I'm picking up on an individual surrounded, literally surrounded by hyenas that are eating from open carcasses of different animals, bisons, if it is to go into detail here. Oh, okay. Yes, this detail is of importance. You have seen a friend of yours or a friend of a friend. This can very well be you seeing that the wife of someone that you called friend is looking uglier, sadder, maybe dark circles under their eyes, thinner, weaker. Every single time you see her, and then you just looked at him and you realized, and in that moment you realize something, because I'm seeing here a huge explosion, and you made some links, or this is what's happening at the moment. Place it again wherever you are on the spectrum here. Wherever you are on the spectrum here, another detail that wants to be cleared up and we blow the dust off it is an element that sits in the doctor's office, but they don't want you to know. All the sensitive ones, right? You might be a sensitive. Do you think you are the exception from the rule? But actually, all of them are not supposed to be how they are. So you might be honeybee, you might be somehow sensitive. Call yourself, put yourself however, whatever label you want. If this message is for you, you know, right? Maybe this friend I'm stopping because I'm seeing here many things. This friend it's very interesting. Sorry guys, I got really carried away with some visions here. This friend or foe, better said, right? It was or it is more of a foe than a friend. They definitely part of your south node, the part of the shadow of the south node. That's dark. They might have portrayed themselves as friend, and maybe they did have the intention. Yeah, with this camel, rare opportunity. They saw what you can offer, and they might have thought that you are a sensitive one. Oh my God, you think you are better than us, or not even that. They didn't have the maturity, the awareness, the emotional intelligence. They don't have that to see you for the honeybee that you are. But they knew how to bully you in one way or another. And if nothing of this happened as a conversation face to face, if they didn't bully you in a conversation face to face, they definitely, it was in the back of their mind. And maybe with the blue here on the moon, I'm seeing here the camel laughing with other people about you being how you are, or something here that you do or don't do. But I have a feeling, an inkling, that they are about to experiencing it themselves. As miracles happen in your life, and as you freed yourself from this type of energy, or you are in the process of doing so, they themselves they have to carry this weight. Indeed, they themselves, they have to carry this weight, and it's going to be probably a long and painful process. Turtle. So who's the shark now? Who is the shark now? And when I say who is the shark now, the vibe here is that of a very abundant person, a multi-millionaire. You know that TV show with sharks, the investors? There is maybe someone here comes back around in your life. They want to invest in you. More or less, it's an offer of sorts, indeed. Can we know more about that? We are going to put these two back in the deck, and we are going to keep the shark facing our honeybee, which I assume is you. So what are we getting here? We're at 41 minutes again. Guys, do you think these readings are too long? These messages? Should I keep it shorter? Because I can go on and on until I die. I don't know. What are we seeing here? What does it mean, mogul? Mogul. It's the term that comes to me. This shark now, it's a mogul. Mogul. Let me Google. Yeah, an important or powerful person, especially in the motion picture, or media industry. A steam. Another definition is a steam locomotive with 3 pairs of driving wheels and 1 pair of smaller wheels in the front. And I feel like I want to cough, guys. Give me a second. Whew. I released some demon over there. Okay. More definitions here. It has many definitions. A bump on a sky slope formed by the repeated turns of skiers. It's indeed, it refers to a very important person. This person, either they think about themselves they are important, or they are really important. Okay, and they somehow come back around in your life too, in another form, is what I hear. So it is an energy from your past in a different form. So maybe, however it applies, another person with the same energy, another investor. The energy is familiar. Something here is somehow reoccurring, but the energy is good. I heard it really depends how you look at it. It really depends how you look at it. Let's take a tea leaf. Yeah, ball. Plenty of material things. Look at that. And they are offering you a job here. They are offering you a job. What else can this be? This can also be related to, I don't feel like it's a romantic offer, but it can be related to it somehow. And this job, it can be done from home or from a distance. This is the point here, from home, from a distance. It doesn't have to, you don't have to travel or to go somewhere to get it. It comes to you in a sense. Or scratch that. Scratch that. It is just, you can do it from home or from a distance, and I'm really seeing someone taking pictures with themselves, you know, smiling, laughing, pictures, lights, influencers, social media. Yeah, okay. And now we are going to put all 3 cards back. Guys, this is so long. It shouldn't be much longer, okay? And we are going to pull some Christ consciousness. Let's go with Christ consciousness deck. Love thy neighbor, being of service, number 17. In reverse. I have never seen someone like you. Is what someone says, or you say, or you both say to each other. Under the wing of the divine, miracles happen. True love becomes a story to be shared with the entire planet, and the impossible becomes possible. And so it is. Living from the heart, soften and open, number 40. And oh, Holy Grail, Sacred Union, number 29, which is an 11. You might be 29 years old, or someone coming towards you in love can be 29 years old, and you can be a little bit older. And bottom of the deck is Joseph of Arimathea, trailblaze and innovate, number 37. Okay, so yeah, with the Sacred Union, first and foremost, I'm really getting here a union of sorts and a partnership in love. It is sacred, it is high vibrational, it is someone you know already, someone you work with. Maybe you both work in the media. Yeah, you both work in the media, and I'm seeing you. Definitely you might be a little bit older. I don't feel up to 20 years in a difference in age, guys. And so it is, right? And you look at this person, and then you continue doing your work, and then you look again at this person. It's like you feel something. There is something there. When they are there in their corner and they look at you, they are mesmerized and they just wanna if you remember, if you're someone that has been here and watched my videos, remember that reading with the cat. The cat was just looking at you, and it was, didn't know what to say or what to do, mesmerized, completely shocked and blocked in their ways somehow. They are blocked in their ways. Not necessarily blocked in their ways as they are strategizing, making a strategy how to approach you, because yeah, they definitely might see you more mature or more, but they have a passion for that. They are done with those of their age. Somehow they want someone mature to match their intimate needs. And it's not only sexual, by the way. It is real intimacy. Actually, what they feel, but I don't think they realize, is their being is really ready to blossom like this, to open up, but that's going to happen in a sacred union. That's what they are being called to. That's why they come towards you here. In your energy only, in an intimate environment. Me and you, baby, we open up, we blossom like lilies, or what, how do you call this? I forgot the name of this flower. There is enlightenment, we are enlightened. We rediscover our purity in this connection, our power, our beauty. We see beauty in each other. And then, what else? Definitely there is something here. Before or after this union is taking place, you are working together with Love Thy Neighbor and Be of Service. There is work to be done together, and I don't know if this is referring of you building something together as a business or something of sorts, or that also. So that also, in some cases. But long story short, look at that. I didn't even realize I'm doing this. You are coming together, half and half of the same flower, creating, healing here the DNA structure, healing the DNA structure of the planet through your union, healing minds and hearts of those before you, showing them what a sacred union looks like, for they didn't know, and now they are going to see you. And so it is. This was my message for you today. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.